and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all you little maniacs across the globe, once again it is motherfucking time to wake up with Robcast Radio AM, coming at you live, uncut, and unmotherfucking rated from Spreaker Podcast and Robcast Radio. So hold on, you little maniacs, here's Zombie, and here we go!
Wow, I love the energy in the room today. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes! Hi, I'm Zombie, and here we are again. We're alive and well, and we're rocking and rolling, and we are blessed to be alive today, guys. So rock and roll. Welcome to Robcast Radio AM number 15, coming at you live, uncut and unrated on a really beautiful Tuesday morning, February the 21st, 2017. And what are you going to do productive with your day today? If we're blessed enough to be alive and have the ability to move about, then let's do something productive with the time that we have at our hands today. Oh, goodness gracious, boys and girls. I know that yesterday was a little bit hectic, right? Yesterday had to have been a little bit hectic, man. The kids are out of school, everyone's off of work, and it's just raining. So it turned out to be like catch up with what's going on in your library of things that you have not watched yet, in your Netflix or your Hulu or your Boo Boo or your Goo Goo. Oh, rock and roll, man. I definitely feel blessed. Blessed to be alive. Wow, happy to be among the living today, guys. You should be too. I mean, yeah, not everyone has got the motherfucking dream job. Not everyone wakes up every single day doing what they love to do, but we are always going to encourage you to do just that and to use the special talents that God gave you today, right? To move forward and to advance and to live and to fill your place in society is what Robcast Radio AM is all about. And we might just, for entertainment value, sometimes we just go off the motherfucking rails. We might vent. We might just make stuff up on the spot just to see if you're paying attention, man. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? There's no telling what the fuck's gonna happen whenever we get on here in the morning. Because neither one of us are fucking morning people. We're lucky that the show makes it onto the air by noon, okay? So the AM is fucking, we might even just do Robcast, do radio daily. I don't know what the solution is to that at the moment, but yeah, definitely, guys. I'd like to, thank you very much for tuning into the show. Every single person, we appreciate you tuning in, man. Appreciate you being a part of the show, because this really is your show, and we would encourage you to correspond with the show by sending us an email. It's radiorobcast@gmail.com. It's that easy, radiorobcast@gmail.com, or go right here to the Spreaker Podcast app. Download that shit and go to my home on Spreaker Podcast, and every other way to follow the show and to follow the Zombie is right there. It's right there for you. It's Spreaker Podcast. So download it. It's the best podcasting app on the planet Earth. And I will remind you that while you're at Spreaker Podcast, check out the Adam Carolla show. It's really good. Got a lot of people that you know. The Joe Rogan Experience. I happen to like. Anything Smodcastle, anything Smodco, let's say Smodcast, Hollywood Babylon, Fat Man on Batman, Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. Damn, man. Respect, guys. Mad respect for a lot of the other guys that paved the way for my monkey ass to actually be able to be on the air. Woo! because we're not going anywhere. We're getting ready to celebrate our 2nd year anniversary. Yeah. Here at Robcast Radio. And so, yeah, motherfucking A, rock and roll. We'll just let a little bit more intro music roll through here and roll. Yeah, man, wake up feeling good. Yeah, baby, I know I ain't getting no punani today, but let me at least smack that ass a couple of times this morning. Think about it. That's the problem, man. You got to start that stuff early. You got to be nice for 3-4 days before you're going to get some nay-nay, some noo-noo, some na-na, or some no-no. Nah, you get no-no anyway. They just say, no. Oh, what do we have? What do we got? What we got going on? Look, to get going before the show, and I mean, you know, I've heard someone say, I hate those people that say I don't limit myself to one music. Well, you know what? That's a motherfucking fact. I do not limit myself to one music because it seems like me in genres and different musics altogether, that they make a cycle to where there'll be some good stuff happening in country music. Let's say before 1981 or whenever Urban Cowboy was made, country music was fucking dead. Everything was disco. They made Urban Cowboy, and then it made this urban country fucking come to life. Everyone had to have a bull, a mechanical bull in their bar and shit like that. So, you know, and during this time, let's say, you know, country, when country wasn't cool and all that, when country wasn't cool, whenever that song came out. I love the Mandrells, though. Woo! I like to go back and check out some, like, I was always tuned in to the Mandrell sisters. Woo! Some Mobad fine ladies. But my point is that music makes kind of like a full circle around to where some different stuff shows up that you've never heard of before. Let's say like in the 90s with grunge. And then hip-hop, you know, some new stuff shows up, and rap that you've never heard before. Some people like it, some people don't, but inevitably it changes music. The point is when there's something good out in country, then maybe it's struggling in other areas, and maybe there's something good out in pop music whenever there's no real good metal music out at the time, and then boom, you know, Metallica releases their latest album, so there you go, you got something in metal to listen to, and then you got this thing called nu metal, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it seems like that there's definitely something good happening all the time, but maybe not necessarily all the time in each, you know, in each aspect of music. And that's just kind of how I feel about music and about not limiting myself to one kind of music. And speaking of not limiting yourself to a music, it did my heart well to say that I heard some other people, like there's a group from South Africa called Die Antwoord. Yeah, Die Antwoord. Die, A-N-T-W-O-O. Die, D-I-E-A-N-T-W-O-R-D. And if you just go to the YouTube and watch the video for Ugly Boy. Like, I was jamming to some of that before we got going here. I was like, man, this is fucking music that just about anyone can listen to and appreciate. You hear me? I'm saying? Fucking, and let's just talk just for a second, motherfucking Shia LaBeouf on my nuts! Shia LaBeouf on my nuts, this is my challenge to you. If our President Trump would ever decide to sit down with a one-on-one with Shia LaBeouf on my nuts for 30 minutes, I guarantee that the opinion would change, right? I think it's all about, look at me, look what I can do, How about hashtag not my Americans? These motherfuckers that don't, you know, hey, for I can't go on enough about, I'm not going to get into politics on this show, I can just say that, hey, let's just say that Republicans have been pretty cooperative for the past 8 years. And now it seems like Democrats are acting like a bunch of little hoes and bitches that fell off their bike with skin-ass knees, bitching and moaning. Y'all need to fucking pull your skirts, fucking hike your skirts up, and get the fuck over it. You don't need a safe space. A safe space. You need to say, this is your safe space right here. It's your safe space right here. As we have the freedom to talk about things, you know what I mean? They're saying not to call any of this kind of stuff a protests. They're calling them marches. I was thinking about this last night. What is a march? I mean, a march is a way to get from point A to point B, and it's for soldiers. So are you just marching somewhere without a purpose? That means it's just about the journey, it's just about the travel, it's just about walking together. Well, then what the fuck does it mean? It's a march. It's not a protest. And it's kind of kind of defeats itself, doesn't it? It's a march, but what's the march for? Oh, is it for exercise? It's for rights? Well, then isn't that a protest? What the fuck are you guys talking about? People are making up their own fucking terms, man. Alternate facts. That was a term that was fucking coined recently. Alternate facts. You're talking about bullshit. Alternate facts means bullshit, right? Alternate facts means something is fake. I can't encourage all you guys to fuck enough to think for yourselves. Form your own opinions about things, and hey, if I offend you, I'm not apologizing. I try to offend everyone equally. You know what I mean? That's not what we're about here. We're about trying to make people think. That's all. Use your own brain. Look shit up for yourself. Fucking formulate your own thoughts and your own opinions in your own little old motherfucking head. And you would be surprised whenever you put all the bullshit aside. You know what? That's what takes a lot of labor. It takes labor. It's labor intensive for people to use their own brain and formulate their own thoughts and to do their own research. And that's why motherfucking lazy people they're just yes men that go along with the flow. What's the first thing you see on your fucking smart device or on your computer, or what someone says to you is what you believe. And our society cannot continue to go this way, passing this fucking information generation down to the next generation that people are just going to be dumber and fucking dumber. You drop your phone in the mud one day and you're walking around like a zombie in circles until fucking somebody is able to reconnect you with your phone. You just single phase out and you're just like fucking on that one, like, you know, won't even know where to go, where's home, what to do, you know, anything at all. Fuck, man, we don't need a society full of that bullshit. What we do need, however, is to take a very brief station identification, and we'll be right back with you all with more Robcast Radio AM number 15, baby. Shia LaBeouf on my nuts. Shia LaBeouf on my nuts. Shia LaBeouf on my nuts. That's when we say, fuck! Fuck! We gotta let the fucking background music play because the motherfucking TV next door is on 100 and nobody gives a flying fuck or cares. So fuck it. We have to put background music in here so that we don't have fucking copywritten shit taking over the airwaves. It almost just makes me want to say fuck this show for the day. Fuck. Fucked up being in the middle of the show and then hear this fucking blast over the fucking, like a jet plane coming over, but it's the fucking TV in the building next door cranked all the motherfucking way up because people don't hear and they don't give a fuck about the people around them, so they just say fuck it. They don't get their hearing checked or anything like that. Fuck it. How do I really feel? Let me just tell you. So yeah, anyway, you hear background music, it's probably making a buzz and popping, whatever, so fuck it, nobody's gonna listen to this fucking anyway. Get to the point to where